Hi everyone and welcome to Tea Time Diaries. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my experience at the Pennsylvania Tea Festival. I went last year for the first time and this was my second year going, so I'm excited to share with you guys my experience, what was new about the festival, and then of course just sharing a few things that I purchased at the end to do kind of like a little haul with you guys. So I'll talk to you about the festival first, and then afterwards I'll give you my opinion about it, how it went, and then I'll share what I purchased. So let's get started.
This year I pre-purchased my ticket online, which was super convenient, and the ticket pricing is always less when you purchase early. You simply present your e-ticket at the front and you're good to go. The first thing I did when I got in was sign up for the giveaway prizes. Many vendors at the festival have baskets and products that they give away as prizes. Then I headed toward the lemon curd and jam tasting table where I tried some delicious curds and jams. Afterwards, I moved into the garden where there were different tea vendors providing taste tests of their delicious teas. People were having afternoon tea served al fresco in the garden where they had live musicians playing and entertaining the crowd. I then headed towards the back of the property where they had more vendors selling teas, food, and tea-related products. They also had several chats and workshops that day. They had the author of these cozy mystery books giving a chat, and I had the pleasure of attending a chat on the history of tea and sugar. After attending the lectures, I went inside the tea room and had a delicious tomato soup with a blueberry scone and a pot of cherry almond tea. For the rest of the day, I just walked around and checked out the different shops. I even sat through a chat on how to make your own kombucha tea from home. They had such amazing products for tea lovers, and most of the products were reasonably priced.
Alright guys, so let's talk a little bit about how my experience was this year versus last year. So my experience was still good. It was a bit of a crazy morning for me though, because I confused the dates. I actually thought that the tea festival would be on September 29th, but it was actually on September 22nd. So when it popped up on my calendar that day, of course, I was in a total frenzy because it started at 9 o'clock and I live quite far from where the festival takes place. So I'm about 2+ hours away. So last year I left really early so that I could be at the festival right when it started. And that was originally going to be my plan. However, it didn't work out that way. So of course, I rushed to get ready and then just went on my way. And once I was on the road, I was totally fine. I was actually very grateful that I was still able to make it, even though I was going to be a little bit later than I wanted to be, but I was just super happy and content that I was still going to make it to the festival this year. So it got off sort of on a crazy start, but then it got much better, so that's good. And once I arrived, everything was just like last year. I had pre-ordered my ticket, so I went right in. I showed them the ticket on my phone. They gave me like a reusable bag that said PAT Fest on it. I got a magazine from Tea Time magazine. I would show it to you, but my sister actually really loved the edition, and I told her that she could keep it, so I don't have it on me to show you, but it's their I think September, October magazine, and it was just beautiful. It was like all fall related, fall inspired tea parties. So you get a copy of the magazine as well as a small cup similar to the one from last year. By the way, if you didn't see the video from last year, I will make sure to put a card so that way you can go check it out. But it was pretty much the same. They give you a small cup so that you can try as many teas as you can, right? And so that was still the same. The check-in process was very easy. There were a lot more people this year on Friday than there were last year, which is a good thing. I was a little bit disappointed because I wasn't able to get the afternoon tea like I was last year. But honestly, I just think that it had to do with the fact that I guess a lot of people purchased their tickets on site rather than beforehand. And I'm sure the kitchen didn't intend to run out, but there was, like I said, there were a lot more people this year than last year. So it was good for the festival. I love it when companies get exposure, but I was a little disappointed that I didn't get my afternoon tea, but I still did enjoy the food from the tea parlor. I had a tomato soup, like I showed previously, and I had their blueberry scones, which were amazing. But hopefully next year, they can anticipate a little bit more people and be a little bit better prepared. But honestly, that was really the only thing that I was like, oh, I'm so bummed out about. But it was nice to see more people there, so that's a good thing. So there were a lot more people, but there was an abundance of things to do. I really enjoyed the speakers. There were a couple of chats that I missed because I wasn't there at 9. I got there closer to 11. But the one that I did go to, it was very interesting and I did enjoy it. And I enjoyed all the activities that I did actually. So it was still a lot of fun. I still got to try a lot of really good teas. I wish I could have purchased more teas, but I have so much tea at home already. And I honestly only wanted to buy the ones that were like really incredibly good, something where I can say I don't have anything like this at home. So let me share what I purchased from the tea festival. So in one of the pictures previously, you would have seen there was a table with lots of different marmalades and curds. And so I ended up purchasing this marmalade. This is from a brand called Harrogate Fine Foods. And so they had a bunch of different curds. They had a lemon curd, they had a raspberry curd, which was really delicious. And this English breakfast marmalade is really, really good. The only reason why I didn't buy the curd is just because the curd does have milk and eggs in it, and you guys know I try my best to have a plant-based diet when I'm home especially. And so this is just basically sugar, oranges. So it's really delicious. I did try it and it tastes awesome. So I stuck with this one, but the curd was really, really good. So if you want to order any, I'm pretty sure that they have a website. I know they have an Instagram page. So perhaps you can look them up that way, but really good. And it wasn't very expensive either. They of course had a sale that day specifically for the tea festival. And that's one of the things that I do enjoy from the Tea Fest is that a lot of times you can get special pricing on things because it's a special pricing for the event. So this was the first thing that I purchased. Then I went towards like past the garden. You go into sort of, it looks like a little shed, and inside there's people who are selling things as well. And so I went and I purchased, I had to pick up another one. If you saw my video last year, you know that I purchased a scone mix from this company before called Green Hall Tea. And It's so good. Really, really great. I enjoyed it the last time. So this time I picked a more seasonal flavor. This one is the pumpkin scone mix, and I can't wait to try it. One of the things that I like about these scone mixes is that, you can make them vegan or vegetarian if you like by just replacing some of the items. And they give you all the directions exactly how to prepare the scones. And like I said, I really liked my bag of scones last year, so I definitely picked one up. And this was only $7.50, so it's not a bad price for something that has good ingredients, and it's made in the US, so that's really good as well. So I picked this up, and they do have a website. It's greenhalltea.com. So I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to check it out and purchase it. I highly recommend this brand. Then I went to this really cute table where they were selling like little bags where you can hold your tea bags, which I thought was so cute. They had lots of different sizes. This is the size that I purchased just because my bag size varies, and sometimes I have a bigger bag, but most of the time I carry a smaller bag, and so I thought this was like just the perfect size to fit in my small bags as well as my bigger bags. And it's so adorable, right? It has this little button here, and when you open it up, there's just like a little bag of tea. And they actually kept the bag of tea in there. I think there was like a bag of tea in each one. So you purchase the bag as well as the little tea bag. This one's a peach flavored from Stash. So this was really cute, and these were only $12. And this was from a company called Passchendaele. So it still has a tag on it. I haven't used it just yet because I wanted to show you guys first. But I'm pretty sure that these are handmade. And they look like they're really good quality in terms of the stitching and the material. And there's the name of the company, Passchendaele. And like I said, they had lots of different sizes. So they had this one, they had one that was more like a wallet size. And that was the good thing about it too. This one in particular is for, keeping a tea bag in there. But the ones that were like wallets, you could actually, it had compartments for your credit cards, for your license, so you could use it as a regular bag, and you can also put your tea in there. So I thought that was really, really neat, and I just had to pick one up. And I really like this design because it's very fall inspired. So I picked this one, but they had lots of different designs as well. So this was a good buy for me. Then I purchased, there was like a little shop in the garden, and I had purchased some tea from this shop last year. And they had a lot of singles out, and so I had tried this one. They had this one as a sample. This is the whole leaf herbal tea blood orange, and it was really, really good. It tastes really good. I don't have any just fully orange flavors. I have some teas that have a little bit of orange in them, but this one is just an orange flavor to it. It's actually made out of red rooibos, orange peel, and it also has hibiscus, rose hips, rose petals, safflowers, and then natural orange and vanilla flavor. But honestly, I really just picked up the orange, which I really liked. So I picked up one of the single bags, and I think it was like $1 or so for each single little bag of tea. But I did like this one. And then they had some that I had tried last year, which were also really good. But again, I was trying to pick something new, something different. And since I had already tried those teas, even though I did enjoy them, I just picked the one that I liked and that was kind of new. So I picked this one. I also had the opportunity to meet an author of a series of books. This is from a series called A Tea by the Sea Mystery. First of all, I love a good mystery. I love mystery shows. And when I say mystery, I'm not talking about like horror or anything like that. I'm talking about like murder mystery, a crime mystery, and always something wholesome, never gory or anything like that. I really love Murder, She Wrote. It's like one of my favorite shows to watch. I've seen the episode so many times. I always know who the killer is, but I just really enjoy like that kind of TV genre, book genre. And so this is a cozy little mystery, and there's I think 3 or 4 of these in the series. And I remember seeing this stand last year, but I guess I just passed by it because I was so enamored with everything else, and it was my first time there, so I just walked by it. But this time, I decided I want to look at these books and check them out. And so the author was actually having a chat while I was looking at the books. I didn't realize that. I had already missed a portion of it. Otherwise, I would have sat down to listen. But the author, Vicki Delaney, was there, and she was talking about her books and everything. And I got to meet her afterwards, and she signed it for me. So it says here, enjoy with a cup of tea, and it has her signature. So that was really nice to be able to meet the creative mind behind this book. This one is the first in the series. So I picked this one up, and I did read the first couple of pages, and so far I'm really liking it. The only reason why I haven't read more is just because I have a book that I borrowed from the library that I have to finish first before I start reading this one, because I have to return the other one. So just rushing through the other book so I can pick this one up and continue reading it. But it's really, really nice. Essentially, there is a tea shop, and somehow the proprietor of Tea by the Sea, which is the name of the tea shop, is involved in some kind of a mystery. So really interesting. Looking forward to reading this and then getting the other books in the series. The young lady that sold me the book also gave me this bookmarker, and then what I thought was really cool was sort of this little postcard here that has a recipe on it for lemon squares, like the ones served at Tea by the Sea, which again is the name of the tea parlor from the book. So I thought that was really, really cute, and I think it was $15.95 was the price of the book, which is not a bad price for a book. So definitely going to enjoy reading this. And then I stopped at this like another little shop, and they had this was honestly the best tea purchase of that day. I wish that I could send you guys like a smellogram or something so you can smell this, because it smells so good. And it's open because I've already had several cups of this, and I shared it some with my husband and my son, and they really liked it too. But oh, it smells so good. If you love maple syrup or anything that tastes like maple, you're gonna love this. It's absolutely delicious. It's like, and again, if you don't like maple syrup, you're probably not going to think that this is good, but it's like drinking a warm cup of like not overly sweet maple syrup. It's just really, really good. I love it. And it smells like fall. It's so delicious. Anyway, it's called Sugar Maple, which again is very fitting name for this. But it has rooibos, maple, carrot, and ginger are the notes in this. It's an herbal infusion, not really a tea, but it's really, really, really delicious. And they have a website, shop.teaby2.com. So I will also put it in the description just in case you want to try it. It's really delicious. And they have so many cute things in that shop. I also ended up buying like this little silver spoon from that shop. It has like a little teacup and saucer on the top there. So just bought this, was a couple of bucks. And I don't remember how much this tea bag was. But again, it was less than $10. It wasn't very, very pricey. But they had this as a sample, and so I tried it, and immediately I was like, yeah, I'm taking one of these bags home. The last two things that I'm going to share, I bought them from the same shop, and I don't know if I know that they had these products inside of the main shop where the event takes place. So I don't know if they're just a vendor or if it's related to that particular business. But in any case, these are like facials and stuff for the shower. So like body products. And I was, it was really cute because I didn't notice these products last year. And I was like, wow, that's so interesting. So the first one is called a Busy Day Facial. And this is basically white clay powder, calendula flowers, oats, comfrey leaf, lavender flowers, myrrh, and oregano leaf. And it's from a company called LancasterSoaps.com. So it is a small business, which I love supporting small businesses. And it's something that's locally made. So it's going to be a lot more fresh than something else that's mass produced. So I bought this and I'm looking forward to using this. And then I bought this other little bag from the same company called Tub Tea. And so it's really like a big tea bag. And so obviously the concept is you fill up your tub and then you put one of these in there. So it's like literally bathing in a bath of tea. And so this has lavender, yarrow, elderflower, calendula, oak moss, roses, and a combination of oils including lavender. So yeah, it's really good. And it looks like a tea bag. I guess that's why they wrote do not drink, so that nobody gets confused. But a really cool concept. So I'm looking forward to using this as well as the facial mask. But that was pretty much everything that I picked up at the tea festival this year. Like I said, I had a really great time. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to take a minute to just thank everyone for your support. I love all the wonderful comments that you guys leave for me. Thankfully, I haven't had a bad experience yet. I know that putting anything on the internet or any social media platform is always a little dangerous because, sometimes people can be negative, but honestly, I haven't had a bad experience yet, and I'm very thankful to all of you guys. For those of you who are new, I just want to say welcome. This is such a wonderful community of tea lovers. I don't think I've said this before, but, even though I might be like the face of Tea Time Diaries, but you guys are definitely the heart and just the reason why I continue to do this type of videos and other types of videos. So thank you so much again, just for your support, for your comments, for your subscriptions. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below what was your favorite part of the tea festival. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a tea-rific day, and that's it for today. Bye.